morning. It's the morning of day 9, and I'm excited to see how my leaven has turned out from last night. I'm going to bake a loaf of bread, my first gluten-free loaf with this starter.
Now, I know that we are making a regular sourdough starter with wheat, so you may be thinking, why is she showing me this? But the principles of making a leaven still apply, and so I wanted to just introduce that to you right now with my gluten-free leaven. And I'm going to teach you all about this, don't worry, on day 14 and 15 of our journey together. But a leaven is basically where you take your starter out of the refrigerator and you take out a little amount and you feed it, get it active. When it reaches its peak, then you take that amount of starter and you mix it with flour and water, depending on what your formula, your recipe calls for. And this is called your leaven. And you basically just leave it in a nice warm spot to ferment until it gets nice and bubbly and active. So it really is just your starter that's been fed at room temperature. We just differentiate the names, and the starter is maintained in your refrigerator, taken out and used to make your leaven. It's as simple as that. It is used to leaven or to lift your dough and give it that power and rise that you're looking for.
Let's also check and see how our starters are doing this morning. I hope you had a wonderful sleep and are ready to get going this morning.
I am so excited to wake up this morning and see that my gluten-containing wheat starter has finally doubled in size, more than doubled in size. And oh my goodness, look at that activity. I'm so excited. I don't know if you get as excited as I do with sourdough starter activity, but I just know what this means. This means that we are on our way finally, and that this starter is going to bake us the most incredible sourdough bread. So let's keep our starter going and keep it healthy and strong by feeding it. So we will discard, give it a stir first, of course, and then we'll discard all but 30 grams. And we're going to keep the ratio the same as it's been doing well now. So we're going to keep the ratio at 3 to 5 to 5. So tear your scale and add 50 grams of water and 50 grams of flour. And then, of course, as always, you'll need to give that a really good stir until it's all incorporated for at least 2 minutes. When you're doing this, you're also introducing lots of oxygen for the yeast and extra yeast possibly from the air. Clean your jar and do the jiggle test to make sure you have the right consistency. So now just cover your starter back up, place it in its snuggly spot, and check the level of your elastic. So remember, you can bake with your discard now. I've put lots of ideas in the post below, so check it out and don't throw out your discard. And if you do make something, I'd love to see a picture of it in the comments. And we'll see you again later on when we'll feed our starters this evening. I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.